The reason you still suck on offense in college football 27 is because you're calling random plays, or worse, you don't have a complete offensive scheme. Luckily for you, in this video, I'm going to fix that with my easy-to-learn 5-play Alabama offensive ebook with the best one-play touchdowns, money plays, and custom adjustments that you absolutely need to be using. I will warn you, though, you're not going to want to miss out on any of the plays I'm breaking down today, or it could be the reason your offense is still stalling out every game, which me and you both wouldn't want that to happen. So let's jump right into it. But the first thing any great offense has is a one-play touchdown to set the tone for the rest of the game and force the defense to play scared. Let me show you the best one-play touchdown here from this Alabama offense. Alright, so this play here is going to be Dagger from Gun Bunch Strong Offset. Alright, what we're going to do is that you can create a macro for this. I would recommend you do that. I have a macro for this in my ebook. But what we're going to do, put B on a post, stem the post up twice with the D-pad so it runs deeper. You're going to put A on a drag and X on a comeback. So this is what this play is now going to look like. And what you're going to see is against cover 3 defenses, you're going to need time to throw, but you're going to have a one-play touchdown over the top. Now, luckily for me, I have great pocket, and so we're able to find this pass down the field, and you're able to see how that's just going to be an easy walk-in score, regardless really of where you are on the field. Because, you know, again, as long as you have time to throw, you have good pocket presence. Like, I get shedded right here, but I move around the rush, find a different place to stand, and now we have plenty of time. The reason why this works is because we have a comeback route on the outside to number 1, who's going to pull this outside third down, and then that's going to open up all this room. The reason why the outside third comes down is because he doesn't feel like there's anyone on his side of the field, which really there's not when he comes down. Like, he's fine to come down, but then it's just like we run a deep post over the top of him. So it's really just taking advantage of zone logic, you know, using the correct routes in the correct, you know, areas in the field. But then we also have our Shriek on the field to occupy the inside third, run him up the field, and then that's, again, what opens up all this room. Now, if you have more time to throw, you could wait even longer and get the ball more so over here, but you're able to see how this is still an easy walk-in touchdown against a cover 3 defense. Luckily for us, it's still going to work against cover 2. Now, it's very important that you understand what I mean when I say it works against cover 2. If they run stock cover 2 like this, you're not going to be able to find the post because the mid-read is going to get back there and take that away. But if they user this mid-read, which this is a middle linebacker, a lot of people are told, and a lot of people do end up using the middle linebacker. And so it's like now you're putting him basically what I call a no man's land, where because you have a drag and you have your deep post over the top, you're basically going to force his hand. Does he want to get back there and guard the deep post, or does he want to take away the drag underneath? So it's important that you snap the ball quickly so they can't make other adjustments around this, so that basically all they have to do is guard the post. But what we're going to see is take the snap, we're going to simulate like he comes down, and that's what opens up that post route in the middle of the field. Still need time, still need to step up in the pocket, and it's not like you necessarily want to wait on it every time. Also, I just had a really bad pocket right here, not canceling my drop back, but you're just able to see how the comeback route moves this defender, this is a deep half now, towards the sideline. He doesn't come down, but he moves out towards the sideline, and now I can just throw this post route right in the middle for another one-play touchdown or a huge gain in the middle. So you're able to see how this one route concept Dagger, which really you can just create a macro out of, really has the ability to beat every defense over the top simply by attacking the way deep zones end up playing. But the next thing that I want to break down that's going to make it really easy for you to run this offense is actually the easiest play that you can find. Let me show you what I mean. Alright, so this play we're going to be breaking down is going to be a staple that you need in every type of bunch offense, which is a quick way to get the ball to the flat with an RPO against compressed defenses. And so for us, that's going to be shift RPO alert stick. Now, it's very important that you do not just call this play, because when you just call it, it's a shift play, which basically means you come out in one formation and then you have to shift to another one. So the key way to work around that is when you call a regular play, like for example, we call Dagger again. again, we have no intention of running Dagger. Instead, we're going to audible to RPO, or excuse me, shift RPO alert stick, and when you audible to it, that removes the shift aspect. So now you're able to basically call your RPO regularly without having to slow down. So that's really going to just speed it up, where you can basically set this play up, you know, in like 2 seconds instead of having to shift and then set up the play. So that's really what I would do when I'm calling this. But basically, we're going to go through this against a bunch of different defenses, and you're making the read. It's still about going through the read progression. Right here, I'm going to read this defender, Latham. If he runs out there to the flat immediately, then I'm going to pivot to maybe Rodgers or Coleman Williams. But if he doesn't, which a lot of the time he doesn't, then I'm just going to throw the pass out there, you know, to number 5. Boom, take it. He doesn't get out there because he's too close on line of scrimmage. And so we're easily able to pick up 6 yards. It's not flashy, but it's going to keep you ahead of the chains, which is really what's important. You know, that's what opens up your ability to call Dagger. You wouldn't necessarily want to call Dagger on 1st and 10. You would rather call it on 2nd and 4, where you've already picked up yards, and even if it's an incomplete pass, or you get, you know, or you take a short sack, it's still 3rd and 4. You still have 2 plays to pick up the yardage that you need. All right, so we're going to go with it again right here. This time they're in man. And so when they're in man, you want to make sure that you just end up handing the ball off, because this isn't necessarily a play that's designed to beat man. You don't have enough man beaters, and it's an RPO, so it moves really fast. So all I did was I saw this guy was in man coverage on him, so I immediately took my eyes inside, you know, to hand the ball off, and we're able to speed boost and pick up a few yards right there. So really, that's what we're seeing with this play, is that you have to certainly now, right here, they're giving you kind of a man look, so you might anticipate man coverage. And, you know, also it's like, you're going to want to hand the ball off when they run man, because even if I tried to throw to X right there, that's why my player dove, but it's like the handoff animation is too fast to where you basically just have to hike those passes if you're going to throw it. If not, just hand the ball off. Again, right here, I'm just going to hand it off because the slot corner that time ran outside. Maybe I could have hit the seam pass if I, you know, would have seen that earlier. But it's really just, you only have really time to make one read on this play. Like, it's not like you have an opportunity to get through a whole bunch of different reads, because the running back will just take the ball too soon. Right here again, that defender doesn't get out there. That's an easy completion, speed boost for a 1st down. So really, this play, shift RPO alert stick, one of the better ones, the easiest offensive play that you can utilize, be able to get the ball out of the flat quickly, and especially against compressed defenses, and make it really tough for their outside linebackers and slot corners to get out there and defend the flat. All right, so if you found those first 2 offensive plays helpful in this Alabama playbook, make sure you go down below, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be breaking down CFB 27 tips and tricks just like this every single day all year long, and you guys don't want to miss out on any of the content that I have. But if you're serious about transforming your offense, you want to run this Alabama scheme the way that I run it and the way that I'm able to dominate with it, go to the link down below in the pinned comment to grab it today. It's a full written breakdown with all 10 custom adjustments. There's videos attached, screenshots, and you can save everything on your phone during gameplay. Like I said, I highly recommend you check it out. It's one of the easiest offensive schemes in the game right now, and it's going to have you scoring points really at will. So again, recommend you go to the link down below in the pinned comment, grab that Alabama offense today, and let's jump right back into the video. Because next I want to break down a play that can actually beat every defense that you see without you having to even read the defense. Let me show you the best everything beater here from this Alabama playbook. Alright, so this is going to be PA slot corner from Gun Trips tight end. Alright, all we're going to do with this play, we're going to put our middle trips receiver Rodgers here on a streak, and we are going to put our tight end on a drag. So this is what it's going to look like. You're going to have a mesh concept with a flood concept kind of built into one here. Now, you always want to make sure that you have your trips on the wide side, but we're going to take this snap right here, and we're going to see how that pass is going to be open, and we're going to be able to green it. Now, that was kind of a tight window throw, so that's really where using timing-based catching correctly is really going to help you out. So, again, put the slot receiver right here on a streak. and then put your tight end on drag. And right here, it's like they're going to be running man coverage. So certainly want to find one of those two drags. Now, the reality about man coverage in this game is your receivers, they get guarded really well. And it's kind of tough to be able to beat man coverage. Now, right here, I have really great pocket presence and we're able to take off. So really, when no one gets open, which will happen in this game, especially if they do run man, this play can beat every defense, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you can beat man coverage every time. That's how good man is in this game. But we take the snap again right here, and we're going to see they're in man, and so now we're going to quickly hit our tight end flat. I mean, I just got the worst rack animation I've ever seen, but it's like that's the whole concept. It's just trying to make sure you don't take sacks, have negative plays here with this. Feel the pressure coming on. They blitz us off the right side, so we're able to quickly find our tight end drag. But it's about not holding onto the ball very long either. You have a play action play, which is going to help your pass protection a little bit, but it's also like sheds are pretty good in this game. Like right here, we're going to, oh, well, I thought we were going to have our drag open. So that's kind of what I mean where, also that's why I tell you guys you have to run the ball. You have to run the ball, you have to call RPOs. This is a play that can beat every defense, but drop back passing in this game is tough, right? So they're going to be in cover 2, so we're going to be able to find our corner route, open down the field, and turn that into an easy gain. So really with this play, just going through your read progression, first looking for one of the two drags underneath, and then the other drag if the first one was taken away, and then getting to the corner on the deep sideline, but always making sure you're stepping up in the pocket so that you can actually see your available threats, especially down the field. And this is going to be a play that you can go to in quick snap regardless of the defense that you're facing. Alright, before I jump to those final 2 plays from this Alabama offense that you're absolutely not going to want to miss because they're really going to complete the scheme, I wanted to once again remind you to go down below and hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be breaking down college football 27 tips and tricks just like this every single day all year long to help you guys get better, and I'm going to be the only one doing it because as you've seen, all your other favorite creators are already off to Madden 27. So what are you thinking? Go down below, hit that subscribe button today, start winning more games right now and all year long, and let's jump into those final 2 plays. But next I want to break down the best run scheme because as I alluded to earlier in the video, you're going to have to be able to run the ball in order to have success on offense here in college football 27. Let me show you the best run scheme here from this Alabama playbook. Alright, so we're going to come into gun bunch quads offset, and our play here is going to be duo. Alright, so really what we're going to see is I would also recommend that you turn the gadget at halfback package on when you call this. The reason why is because that's going to get your best gadget player here at the halfback position, which is going to be your most elusive guy. For me here with Bama, it's Ryan Williams. Now, I want to be very honest here with you. This is going to require you, or not really require you, but it makes it a lot better when you can speed boost with this. Now, the day I'm recording this, the speed boost actually just got patched in Madden 27, so I would assume college football 27 patch for this is coming soon. And so when the speed boost gets patched, it's not like it becomes worse. It's already good, but it's like you're not going to be able to rip off the explosive runs like you're probably going to see me do right here, where I'm just going to take the handoff, be able to boost my spot, be able to boost to make hopefully that guy miss too, and then just rip off big touchdowns. This play is already a good play. The reason why is because you're going to be able to double team, like you see right here, double team this guy, and then this guy does nothing because he takes a horrible gap. I'm talking about this linebacker 36, I guess I can't get on to him, but 36 takes a horrible angle where he loops all the way around when I'm going the other way because I'm able to speed boost to get there. So again, I don't know really necessarily when you're watching this video, but if the speed boost is still in the game, you want to be utilizing it like I've talked about in other videos, right? Left trigger, right trigger, aiming the left stick in the direction you want to run. But he's going to take a horrible angle. That safety could take a bad angle too. And then also this player I'm using, right, Ryan Williams, he has 360, so I'm going to boost to my spot, and that's Bray Hubbard, but I'm still able to spin him out, and then I'm able to boost again to score a touchdown. So, I mean, I'm a fan of the speed boost. I mean, I really like just boosting all over the field and making offense really easy. So, if you can boost, you want to do it, but even right here, I'm not speed boosting. He still has really high agility, so like I said, even when the speed boost gets patched, this is going to be still a very good play for you to call. No boost, and I'm more so just gliding across the field with his high change of direction direction. So you still want to have a type of player like this who has high agility, high change of direction, high acceleration to be able to move across the field. But if you can just speed boost everywhere, I mean, that's just going to be really easy. Backspin, maybe getting a little too fun, with it. But he does have Platinum 360, so he's going to be able to make the first defender miss every single time, with the spin. But really, this is, like I said, going to be a great run scheme. I've scored on 3 deep here with this run because you're able to speed boost around, and that time I run into someone else, but you're able to speed boost around and then get around some of these guys when they take bad angles. So boom, get to my spot, and then be able to turn that into an easy game. So I can really sit here all day. It is a run play, so it's going to be very predicated on your stick work and where you're actually deciding to go with the ball. But take the handoff, speed boost hopefully to get to your spot, and if you can't speed boost anymore or you don't have a player who can speed boost, honestly, then you can still just use this run as just a regular run play, and then use, ball carrier moves like the juke and the spin to be able to pick up even more yards. Alright, but that fifth and final play that I want to break down here in this video is actually going to be a cheese play. It's going to make it super easy for you to pick up a lot of yards at one time here in CFB 27 from this Alabama playbook. Let me show you. Alright, and so this play here, I was actually going to show a different play, but I do believe it will be patched before I can even post this video, so I'm just not going to talk about that. Instead, we're going to talk about another RPO that will pretty much never be patched because that's how good it is. It's from Gun Trips Tight End. Like I said, this is a super cheesy play because all you really have to do is read the look that they're giving you pre-snap. The seam looks like it's going to be wide open to Rodgers here, so I'm going to put him on a shriek. I'm going to take the snap, and I'm going to throw it right in front of that defender. Now, that time he just dropped the ball. And now, if you want to turn timing-based catching onto like 0, you probably would have been able to green that pass and then had the ability to actually catch it. Versus for me right there, I have it on 10, so it's left up to ratings. But if the seam looks open, you just throw it. Again, that time I'm actually able to bring it in because I low pass it, and we turn that into easy yards. But it's like, the reason why I say it's kind of cheesy is because now if they defend the seam, they're still going to lose to it. Because now I'm just going to put them on a flat, I'm going to be able to get the ball out into space, and then I'm going to be able to utilize my skill moves to be able to pick up more yards. So really, that's what you're doing here with this play. It's really just reading the look that they're giving you. Right here, again, there's a linebacker standing right over the top of them. So we're just going to put him on a flat. We see that the linebacker crashes down to defend the run, and so that gives us a telltale sign to end up just throwing the flat. Right here, though, they're going to run cover 0 man. But this time, we're going to put him on a flat, and so now we're going to take the snap, and we just have to read it. There's also will be times where you can throw the flat to the other side of the field, and then there also will be times where you can still just throw this pass. Now, I'm going to put them in man coverage right here, so we'll just put them in like saw blitz 1, and your guy, Rodgers, is making a beeline out here to the sideline. So you take the snap, you freeform it, and you see how we set a pick on that defender Woodson because of how our block set up, and so that's going to make it really easy for you to be able to just get the ball out here. So boom, I mean, it's one-on-one, right? They have a +1. He should just guard this, take it away. But it's going to be impossible for them to stop very often because of this right here, where he just runs right into the guy, sets the pick, and then allows for us to just get up here and throw it quickly out to the flat. So really, this is a very easy play. Just read the look. If they're giving you the seam, like they're taking it away right here, but if they were giving you the seam, you would put them on a shriek. And if they're giving you the flat like this, you're just going to end up putting your guy in a flat and throwing it out to him very quickly and picking up easy yards. Alright, so if you found those 5 plays helpful here from the Alabama offense in CFB 27, make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button. Again, I'm going to be breaking down CFB 27 tips and tricks, giving you guys ebooks every single day all year long, so you don't want to miss out on any of the breakdowns I have. This is really going to be the best channel to help you get better all year long, and again, you're not going to want to miss out on any of the videos. But if you want my full Alabama offensive ebook with all the plays, macros, red zone dots, and the cheese plays here in this video, go to the link down below in the pinned comment to grab it today. It's a full written scheme with, like I said, all the plays, videos, screenshots, macros, everything you're going to need to dominate an offense, and it's helped me and hundreds of other players score more points every single game. So again, I highly recommend you grab it today at the link in the pinned comment. But if you want to see a gameplay against a live opponent of me running that Alabama scheme, check out this video right here. I'll see you over there. Peace.